You know, we all wear a mask. I do, you do. It's the face we show the world, right? We've got one for work, one for our friends, another for family. But what's really going on underneath all that? What is the true measure of someone's character when they think no one's really watching?
But what if you could just see right through it? What if for just a second, you could get a glimpse of the real person? Totally unfiltered, completely unguarded, raw.
Well, there is a way. There's a test, and it is shockingly, almost unbelievably simple. It doesn't require some deep psychological analysis, just a single moment of quiet observation.
See, this test isn't about what people say. It's not about how they act when all eyes are on them. Nope. It's about one single, unguarded moment that reveals absolutely everything.
And here it is. This is the whole thing. Just watch how they treat someone who can't fight back. In that one interaction, maybe it's with a waiter, a junior employee, anyone they see as having less power, their true character just floods into the open. And this moment of truth, it can happen anywhere, you know? In the most ordinary, everyday situations. Let me paint a picture for you.
It usually starts with something really small, a tiny mistake. The wrong coffee order is brought to the table, a file gets misplaced, just a simple human error.
And in that moment, the person who made the mistake, they're completely vulnerable. They can't really argue back, can they? They can't defend themselves without risking their job. They've got no choice but to just stand there and take it.
And then you see it. The mask just slips. There's this flash of anger that is way, way out of proportion to the mistake. A punishment that's so much crueler than the error ever deserved. It's just a raw, unfiltered display of power over someone who is powerless.
But listen, this isn't just about someone having a bad day. There's something much, much deeper going on psychologically. So what does an outburst like that really tell us about them?
Because this isn't really about bad manners or a short temper. It's about psychological projection. In that exact moment, the person who is lashing out is actually looking into a mirror. The philosopher Nietzsche really keyed into this. He understood that how we react to weakness in other people is incredibly revealing. It uncovers the very things we can't stand about ourselves.
I mean, look at the direct link here between the attack and their own fear. Someone who mocks vulnerability, they're often terrified of their own weakness. Someone who punishes tiny mistakes, that is the mark of a person who is probably never allowed to fail themselves. And that obsessive, overwhelming need for total control, it's born from a deep internal terror of losing it completely.
So you have to remember this. The anger is never really about the mistake. It's about their own internal weakness. They are literally trying to destroy in someone else what they are too afraid to face in themselves.
And this brings us to the most important insight of all. It forces us to completely rethink what we even consider to be strength.
So first, there's a kind of false strength that we see all the time. It's loud, it's performative, it's the kind of power that has to be proven by dominating someone weaker. But that's not strength at all. It's just fear wearing a costume.
But then there's true strength. And it's not about using your power. It's about having every chance, every opportunity to dominate someone weaker and choosing not to. It's strength that's revealed through restraint.
Real strength doesn't need to shout. It doesn't need an audience. It's a quiet confidence that understands that kindness to the vulnerable isn't weakness, it is the ultimate display of power. So the next time you see this test play out in front of you, just ask yourself, who's really in control here? The person who's showing dominance or the one who's showing restraint? And which one of them is truly strong?